Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So today, as some of you may have seen, we had server issues, a lot of server issues. It wasn't just Gems of War either. But yeah, the game was down for I think 6 hours, around 6 hours or so. But we're up now, since, well, now we can actually play the game. And of course, since we weren't able to do it earlier, what we shall be doing now is doing a bunch of the delves. Goal, of course, is to go and get them completed by the end of this weekend, and that is what we shall continue. As far as how much progress we've made on it at this current moment in time, we are at 240, which is kind of the halfway mark, kind of. A keyword on kind of, because even though that's like around the halfway point, of course, this keeps getting harder after that. But yeah, we're getting there, making progress. Yep, it's finally up. I'll be streaming for about a couple hours or so now, and just taking a quick break in between and then doing our nightly stream, because at that point, it's only going to be like 1 hour off at that point. I do want to divide them, because tonight we're going to be going over Guild Wars, particularly Corsair hero class, since we could finally use it for Blue Guild War Day. So yeah, we can finally use that now. This is the first Blue Guild War that we've been able to utilize the hero class for, so we finally get to see how good or bad it is for doing such. Yeah, right in the middle of Guild Wars and right in the middle of factions. I mean, right in the middle of, yeah, that was right. Never mind. Yeah, it's right in the middle of Guild Wars and factions that the servers end up going down. Quite a bad time for it to do so, though they had no control over it, so. Oh, what do we go for here? Let's grab, I guess we'll take a brown for now, and then we'll get started getting it doubled. We already have our enchants. Take the blue and get it rolling from there. But hello, everyone. Let's see, chat goes back a while. Some people probably aren't even here that I'm about to say hello to. But hello, Zeddicus. Hello, Haley. Hello, Carlo. Hello. Hello, Leon. Hello, JZG. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Hugo. Hello, Miguel. Hello, Player. Hello, Hornets. Hello, Red Devil. Hello, Supplement. Hello, Hellmarch. Hello, hello, Rock and Metal. Hello, Elite Gaming. Hello, Nick. Hello, Lori. Hello, Super. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Brother. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. And hello, Jan. And hello, Clarence. Hey, you're still here. Nice. I'm pretty sure like a third of those aren't here right now. Hello, Matt. At least the first third. Because that was all the way from like 10 a.m. this morning. That part of chat. Which at this point was like, what, 6 hours ago? Oh, I just realized, yeah, we don't have, I should have saved that, actually. We don't have, Submerge, and the reason why we don't have Submerge is because, we are currently trying to level up the, what's his name hero class? Well, yeah, we really did not get full mana off that. But, we're trying to level up the, wow, why'd I forget its name? The, Corsair hero class. So that's the reason why we don't currently have the, better class sets. Trying to set up like a brown alignment here. It doesn't look like we're getting one, which is unfortunate. Come on, give us any brown alignment next to skulls. You know you want to. Probably not good enough, but I'm just going for it anyways. We need to press it with damage already. Okay, anyways, kill it. There we go. Okay, that works. Hello, Cynical! Hello, James. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, 1.3. I guess we'll go for the 1.4 first. Hello, Toya. Welcome. What class and banner am I using? Class, it should be, the class that we should be using is either Warden or, Titan. I am currently using Corsair, though, just for the sake of gaining XP on it. And as far as our banner, I actually forget what banner we're running at the moment. If I had to guess, it is green-brown or green-blue. I'll go double check right after this battle. I actually do not recall. Definitely something green-related, that's for sure. Given how much green we use and spam. I'm pretty sure it's that one minus red banner. So if I had to guess before I even look, it's probably +2 green, +1 brown, -1 red. Yep. +2 green, +1 brown, -1 red. That is exactly what it is. Yeah, it's the banner from the kingdom that the truffle comes from. Or the faction, I mean. Not this faction, but the previous faction is what that banner came from. The Amethyrax faction. It's also where you get the troop, which is pretty much this entire team. I did that because his ability I don't think would have been enough damage. Just doing that to save the seconds. Which will matter because we have a lot of battles to still go. Especially since we didn't get to play earlier because of the servers being down. Was my opinion on disenchanting extra cards, it is excessively dated. They haven't updated the system since day 1 of the game. I've kind of always said just to kind of hold on to them just because they might end up finally reworking it eventually. Like, they finally reworked challenges. Challenge rewards have been exactly the same since day 1 of this game until the most recent patch that we just got. So, yeah, we might finally get some, like, tweaks towards it. But as it currently stands, disenchanting is pretty underwhelming. Technically, once you have 4 copies of every troop to Mythic, yes, you can go disenchant it. However, the amount of value you get for doing so is pretty underwhelming. I hope that would be enough skull pokes. Apparently not. All we need is 1 more, and there's nowhere to be seen. There we go. Okay, probably take this room and then take the bigger treasure room. Oh wait, this is a treasure room. Ah! Yep, this place can have multi-treasure rooms. I guess we'll take the bigger treasure room first then. Take the 1.3, then the 1.25, then the 1.15 or whatever that was. Should be 1.15. Unless it's Cedric room. It's a 1.15. You just denied all my greens. I needed those. Still need those. Hopefully this will get it rolling again. There we go. And he's dead. So hello, The Cure. Welcome. Doomed Glaive, you have still one of the best Doom Blade and Doom Scythe, I presume? Are you asking which one is the best of the 6? I'm pretty sure the purple one overall is the best, but it really just comes down to what combo they could be used for. In this particular team, we just used the green one because there's Green Storm on it while still doing the extra damage. You do not need to use one of the doomed weapons, however, it does help speed up occasional battles, especially if you're using not Dispel. Because if we don't have a Dispel option, which we don't currently have, having the scroll spam off the weapon is a good alternative. I will go for it, why not? There we go. I was hoping that would be enough skulls. Yeah, I gotta make up for lost time now, since we couldn't do it this morning. Haven't been able to play any all day until, like, right now. Like, literally right now is the first time I've been able to play it all day. YouTube servers going down. Hello, GGG. Welcome back. Come on, why are you not going? There we go. You got 9,500 using 2 truffles and 3 sisters? Wait, how did you use 3 sisters? How do you fit that many on a team? Yeah, I am considering using double truffle with Corsair. Just to speed it up. Though we do have access to Mirage Queen today as well. We could even just completely omit Hero. If we wanted to go all in Truffle. Oh, weapon 3 sisters. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, it's like, wait, what? I thought you were referring to one of the other troops. Oh, there are a couple troops called Sister something. Aren't there? Pretty sure there is. I'm not going crazy. Let's see. But yeah, I forgot that that was a weapon. But I'm pretty sure there's at least a few that have it in it. There's Sister Superior, and what were the other ones? Yeah, there was only 2. But yeah, I thought you were like referring to one of these, Sister Shadows or Sister Superior. More so that one. But anyways. What am I looking for? Back to faction? Where's faction? There it is. Why is it not the thing that automatically defaults to the front? Oh, probably because we got all rewards, that's why. So it thinks we're done with the event, even though we keep going until we make all of them, until we get faction 500 renown. Also, leaderboard seems to just be a solid 500. Oh, maybe not exactly. But it's almost solid 500, pretty much. There's 500s all over the place within it. A lot of people seem to go for it because, well, it is a new faction after all. The best time to go for it. What's so much better with this faction than Silver Necropolis? Well, it's not a huge difference. They're both very similar. The main thing that makes this faction better is the layout. It also has better average treasure room because it has 3 guaranteed treasure rooms, whereas the other one's 2 guaranteed with 2 other rooms that can be. Whereas this is 3 guaranteed with 2 other rooms that can be. So those 2 other rooms that can be are a really low chance. Yeah, it's not much of a difference. Silver Necropolis and City of Thieves are basically the same. Not exactly, but they're very, very close. If you're already farming Silver Necropolis, you don't really have any need to go to here. I think the main reason why people are switching, if they are, even if they were farming the previous one, is because you can use truffles here, whereas you can't use truffles in the other area. Depending on how long it takes once we reach 500, I might even consider just spamming 500 at here, and then just finally get Warrens leveled. It might be a little bit slower, but if we can win within 10 minutes or less, I believe I'm going to make this my new home faction. Or my new home kingdom. Or, not home, you know what I mean. My new daily faction location is what I'm trying to say. Yep, there we go. Get rid of the hit, and done it goes. Yeah, half mana start's pretty useful for this team. Mirage Queen's the only way to do it, though. There's currently no goblin that does half mana start. It's going to be 1 turn off. Not going to do much, though. Actually, that's funny. He doesn't even get a web because of the, what's it called? The bless that we have on them that we get to start with. Oh, you're speaking more to Blue Guild War. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. You're allowed to repeat troops, though. There's no penalty for repeating troops in offensive Guild Wars. The double truffle is allowed to be used. Yeah, we can quite literally use this team just with Shekar's Heart or something if we really wanted to. Because we are allowed to use double truffle with no penalty offensively. Defensively, you'll get penalized, but offensively, there's no penalty to it. Yeah, they really need to make Guild War rules clearer. It is really hard to understand like what you're supposed to properly do to get maximum points. They may mention that they were going to rework it eventually, but still haven't. Hopefully they will sometime. Been a couple years now since they've really touched it. Been like 2.5 years since they've really done like a substantial change to Guild Wars. Maybe even 3 years by now. Under gem keys or glory keys? Oh wait, what were you asking that to? The other day you asked you what a good substitute for Forest Troll would be. There isn't a substitute for him. Oh, you finally got a Forest Troll, nice. Yeah, I believe I answered that. I remember answering that for someone. It might have been a different question. But yeah, I did answer that for someone yesterday. And it was, yeah, there isn't a replacement for Forest Troll. Forest Troll does not have a replacement for this team. The closest thing I believe we mentioned was the turtle, the cannon turtle, whatever it's called. I believe it's called cannon turtle. That's the closest equivalent, but it's not exactly the same. And they're both the same rarity anyway, so if you don't have one, you probably don't have the other. But that's the closest equivalent to him, is a cannon turtle. Or turtle cannon. Type in turtle and you'll probably be able to find a troop. Forget what his specific name is. I just know he's a turtle with a cannon on it. Starting to get too many troops, I'm starting to forget some of the names of some things. It's because there's 700 something things, and if you count weapons, there's over 900. And all the more irrelevant ones I almost keep forgetting because they're so irrelevant, and they just get grouped with all the other irrelevant ones into pure irrelevancy. There we go. Also, we'll hand out a redeem code once we have 300, by the way. Not sure how far we're going with it this stream. I need to get a decent amount of grind into it. Because we only have until the end of tomorrow to finish it. Pure faction, that is. Okay, what do we need here? Let's grab green for now. Get the troll going. Get her truffle down. Yeah, we'll take it that way. And it was go right into double. Yep, never mind, he doesn't have mana. I'm like clicking on him, it's like, why do you know of mana? What's the infinite loop? Well, I did the infinite loop, but it just didn't have mana. Sometimes it happens, especially without a green storm. Yeah, we'll start here. Well, we don't really have a choice, do we? Only one possible option. Yeah, Dory, yeah, the hurricane is coming this way. It's very unfortunate. It does look like it's coming this way. Looks like it's hitting around Thursday. So if I'm not around on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you know why. Hurricane. Either electricity went off or any other combination of other things. Yeah, from what I can tell so far, it doesn't look like it's going to be hitting too hard. You never know. Like, Florida is going to be hitting hard. But by the time it gets over here, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. And does it keep curving more upwards? That's going to be bad then. Hopefully curves so much upwards that it goes back into the sea. Let's see. I don't have anything good for that. Let's take that for now. Oh, you got your Leonis to 16 stars. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was 16 stars. I didn't know for sure if it was 15 or 16, but yeah, it is 16 stars. I'll have that probably either later tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because I believe we need almost all of them done, other than Pure Faction, which is pretty much exactly when we'll be doing Pure Faction. Can I explain the multiplier strategy? More often than not, just take highest multipliers first and take treasure rooms last. Is how you do it. The reason why it matters, the order in which you take multipliers, it doesn't for your final loot, as in the loot that you get from the chest. However, every single room that you end up taking applies all the multipliers that you currently have. So taking the bigger multipliers first give you more rewards because of that. But yeah, your final chest will be the same, regardless of what you do. But the loot you get along the way is increased based on your current multiplier. So taking bigger multipliers first would give you overall more loot. Especially when saving treasure rooms for last. Yeah, order has no effect on the final chest that you get. Because it is just all being multiplied together. But for every room that you do prior to that, it counts. What order you do. I just realized we lost Forest Troll. That's not good. I didn't even realize that until this battle right now. It's like, wait, where's our mana generator? That's not good. Luckily, I don't think we have too many rooms left. What are we on? Wait, that was only battle 3? Oh, we got a lot of rooms left with no Forest Troll. I wonder if we just head towards the end on this one. I know if I do, I'm going to lose Valraven, though. There's like 100% chances of Valraven here because I lost a troop. We'll play it out. We should be fine. They start with barrier and everything. Given that we have so many potions, they should be fine. How on earth did we even lose Forest Troll, though? It must have been to Skull Spam. I guess the biggest issue right now is we don't use brown for anything. A lot of useless brown. Like an absurdly high amount of useless brown. So could I have taken that for a free skull? I think I could have. Whoops. Oh, we can just take it that way, I guess. Come on, infinite loop. You know you want to, because we need it. Don't lose the second one. Definitely need all of them to be alive. We already lost our one. As soon as we get mana on those two, we just won. Problem is, it's not available. Okay, now he's double truff onto the thing, and now he's dead. Time to switch to Zugov team. I don't think it's that needed. The reason it seems so slow right now is because we randomly lost Forest Troll and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, no problem, Super Scott. What do we grab here? Take that for now. Anything can easily distract me. I'll go for that. Grab a green that way for Sky Green, didn't get it. Grab the 3 green, grab the 3 brown. Purple, blue. And now we have full mana next turn. There we go. Okay, should be fine. Still a little bit short on manas. And now that finally is full. Up a little bit late though. Right as we're about to convert away all the browns and actually use them for something. Well, looks like we take Cedric room, get his gold bonus, take the bottom one, take top, good to go. Also, we can speed these up by switching to the correct hero class as well, which we might end up doing soon. Just because not using Warden might be slowing us down too much at this point. Also makes the team less safe. But it might finally be time to switch our hero class. I've been waiting as long as we possibly can to not switch it. Just because we lose 18 XP per delve once we switch. And we still have a little over 20 delves. Which is several levels that we could be getting on our hero class. And we're getting there. I think we're at 80 right now. Yeah, 81. They're almost there. The max out course here. Not like all the way there, but you know, making progress. And switching it out would make it so we make no progress on it. I should have taken out the green. Not that big a deal though. Hello, Jason. Welcome. Gosh, why do I feel so tired all of a sudden? I feel like I need a little nap. I guess it's just one of those days because it's still been gloomy outside. I think the biggest thing that threw me off is just the servers being down earlier. Threw off the entire day. What do we grab here? I guess we just take a normal blue unless we try for sky blue. Or I can take a blue and try for sky blue. We'll take it that way. Even if we give him blue, we still get some blue out of it. Which is what ends up happening. No sky blue for us. Why'd I give him that? Oh, there goes all of our gold. Wait, why do we still have gold? Aren't you supposed to steal all of it? I wonder if it caps out based on max. That'd be weird if it did. Okay, why didn't it steal all my gold? Or did we just actually turn it back? No, we couldn't have, because I didn't take any move in that time. Oh, you know what? Wasn't that our gold that we got for our turn? Never mind. Never mind, it did steal all of our gold. The reason it didn't look like that is because we get 5 gold per turn. Off of our thing. And the reason why it looks like so much more than 5 is because of all the Cedrics over there. I might actually lose this. We get to skull spam him next turn though. Only problem is we might not last that long. He takes a skull there for free as well. We better not actually lose. Let's see. Move that over, move that over. I do not have alignment, so we're just gonna have to drop it. Go steal all of our gold again, that's fine. And just hopefully set us up with truffle. Ooh, that's not fine though. That's not fine. Yeah, we should be fine now though. Oh, we'll take that for now. Still nothing. Take that. We'll spam him now, finally. And he's dead. Oh, it agiled, which is one for a cast. And now it's dead. Wow, that was so much more annoying without a Forest Troll. Let's make sure he doesn't die this time. Still got it, though. Okay, it's finally time to do Warden. If we fail that badly again, I think we will. But for now, I think we'll still keep it. Gotta make sure Troll doesn't randomly die. Which normally he's not going to. Have to like really mess up for him to die. Because he has 33% score reduction, 25% score reduction, and 10 go on skull. So he's generally not gonna die. That's a 1.4 over there, so I actually do want to go for that. For a second I thought those were both the same room. They were just the same multiplier. Like, wait, what? That's impossible. You can never get two in the same room. You got a task today to kill 150 brown troops. Did everyone else get that too? Or is that one still random? The top one's still random. And there's two reasons for this. One is because newer players have different tasks there. And the second and main reason is they do carry over from day to day. So for example, let's say you have that kill 150 browns. Let's say you only kill 120 browns. That 120 kills that you have will roll over into the next day once it expires. So instead of it giving you a different task to go kill, let's say 100 of a troop for 20 gems, it'll tell you that exact same kill 150 again, but saying specifically 150 out of, or 120 out of 150. Because it doesn't actually reset those. Same as if someone wasn't really that active. If they only get like, let's say 50 kills on a day, and it shows 50 out of 100, that'll carry over into the next day at 50 out of 100. rather than giving them a new one. Only the bottom 3 refresh every day, and they're the same for everyone. The top one will always be unique for everyone. Obviously, more often than not, it's going to be the same just because there aren't that many options for it. I think there's only a 5% chance that it's not kill 100 of anything. But yeah, they do roll over to be the same, or they roll over to be whatever they were the previous day, which is why they're not the same. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, no problem. And hopefully we start getting deeds soon, so we can go over them and explain them, because they're like the biggest thing that came this patch. Yeah, we haven't really had the ability to use them yet, other than the free ones that they gave at the beginning, but those don't really count. Such a small amount. Any plan to play World of Warcraft Classic? No. I never really got into World of Warcraft enough to bother with the Classic version of it. Though aren't they making a Warcraft 3 remake? I would actually consider the Warcraft 3 remake, especially if it has as good of an online community as Warcraft 3 had. Like the first Warcraft 3. Isn't that supposed to be in like the next year or so? I recall hearing something about it a while back. There's quite possibly I have more time in that game than any other game. Mostly for all of its custom maps. Particularly Dota 1, but also plenty of other things on there too. Hopefully all the old maps get remade in that version of the game. Might take a while initially though. Unless they have some kind of exporting system from the previous game. Which I highly doubt they will, but you never know. That would actually be amazing if it has exporting of maps from Warcraft 3 to the new Warcraft 3. I'm not sure if its code base is even going to be similar though. It's available for pre-order. It's expected by the end this year. Interesting. I might need a pre-order. I generally don't pre-order stuff, but it is something to consider. It's been a while since I played Warcraft 3, gosh. I played it for ages, though. I played all the way from 2003 to, like, 2014 or so. Oh yeah, it's an amazing game. Its editor at the time is what it was primarily used for, though. Like, I did play it for the base game some, but that editor on it was absolutely amazing for the time. Like, pretty much one of the biggest esports games in the world was basically created off of the editor for the game. Or at least the original version of it. Oh, to go for it, we'll go for that one. Get our double. What do we have here? Nothing too intimidating. I still don't understand why they don't have Death Mark the enemy on this. They made that troop so ridiculously weak. And then they had an update where they made him even weaker. Just to taunt me with it. I think they did that deliberately just because they keep saying he's the worst troop in the game. So they decided to make him even worse. Unless they actually thought it was an improvement, in which case it wasn't at all. If someone was to play classic classic WoW and Gems of War, they would never be able to leave the house. Sounds about right. It's one of the reasons why I don't normally play MMOs anymore. It is way too time consuming. No, I'm not keeping City of Thieves as a farming delve, no. And the main reason for that is I'm trying to get 16 stars on the kingdom. And that requires 2,000 renown. And 2,000 renown requires going pretty deep on the kingdom. And by pretty deep, I mean almost like full completion. I believe we're at like 1,200 right now or something. Go check if I ever load. While it's loading, let me go look up the pre-order for that. Not actually gonna pre-order it right now, but Warcraft 3 Reforged. There it is. Let's see. Pre-purchase now. Warcraft 3. I still have the original too. It's literally sitting right there. Actually, because I was using it as a thing to hold up the mic earlier. Let's see. What did they add with it to the base game? What did they add? Looks like they added more cutscenes, a couple more map things. It seems to just be mostly just an HD remix though. But I'm perfectly fine with that. Let's see, how much is it? How much you charging for this Blizzard? Standard edition is only 30. Not sure what's in the other one. Bet it's not that bad at all then. That is tempting. I might need to get that. That's actually not that bad at all. Oh yeah, I'll definitely stream Warcraft 3 Reforged if we end up getting it, or when we end up getting it, whenever it ends up releasing. That's still like several months away if it's not coming out till like December. But anyways, what was I checking here? Oh yeah, I went to go check how far our progress is as far as number. Currently at 1,310. In order to get the kingdom to 16 stars, we need to get it to 2,000 in order to get the pet. Which means we almost have to finish out the entirety of it because I'll be leaving that at 0. So you know what? Never mind. I do need to finish out the entirety of it. I won't have that until we do Pure Faction tomorrow. Fail. Because I forgot, if we don't do any Pure Faction prior to that, we'll be at exactly 2,000 by the time we reach that point. Whoops. Well, that's not too big a deal. That's kind of funny. Anyways, let's keep going. We don't need to change anything yet, right? No. I don't believe so. Unless we want to go change hero class. Or change entire team. I think we would need to change it though. How much damage are we up to? 63? I didn't buy too many potions. Still a pretty substantial amount of damage though. I'm trying to think of what like my absolute favorite game was on Warcraft 3 custom maps. There were a lot of them that were really solid. Some which I might actually forget the name of. I know like the concept of them, and I might forget specifically what their names were. I believe Legion Tower Defense was pretty good on it. Well, the ones were pretty high up there. I really loved battle tanks on it. There are also battleships, but I feel like battle tanks did it better. It was pretty much a game mode where they made a bunch of weapons just auto fire, and you have to. They all have like different timings and everything, and different ranges, and you basically have to position a build that will hit the enemies while not being hit yourself, or building a close-up build and get close enough to them before they kill you, and a bunch of other stuff with it. There's quite a few interesting strategies with that one. Obviously, Dodo 1 was the absolute biggest one. I think of some others. The sheep thing was pretty decent back in the day. Forget what it was called. There's like a bunch of sheep and shepherds, and the shepherds had to go get all the sheep. And the sheep had to go hide and build a bunch of stuff. Tanks are always better than ships, so you have no clue what I'm talking about. Yeah, I hope that game gets as much online support as the original Warcraft 3 did. It's gonna have an insanely large amount of custom maps. If so. What do we go for here? We'll go for that. Yeah, in my honest opinion, Warcraft 3 is the best game that Blizzard has ever made. What do we go for here? We'll go double up. Yep. Go for that one. Get our other hit on it. And he's down. .2. Stop giving us 1.2s. We've been getting a really high amount of 1.2s this stream. Off the tier 5 rooms. Even our tier 3 room is bigger than that. Am I going to use HKI? What is HKI? I do not recall that abbreviation off the top of my head. Oh, King Iron Gut? I remember what it is now. No, I'm probably not switching into Iron Gut. I don't think we're going to need to. If we need to speed up this team, we're just going to switch to Warden. Which we probably should soon because it's starting to noticeably slow down. I'm still so bad with abbreviations for this game. Mainly because there's just so many troops. And some people try abbreviating them differently. Some of them are really obvious though, like TPK, the Possessed King. Some of them not so much. Like if someone was to do KG for Truffle, I would have no clue what they were talking about. Alright, take this one, bottom one, and then left one, and then final boss room. why are you... What are you doing? I don't have any of the other buttons bound to anything. Why was he even doing that? Oh, I guess I was holding down the button, I see. I guess my shirt got caught on it or something. I was gonna say, I have nothing bound to anything other than the A button. Because that's the only button we need. If I click anything else on this controller, it should do literally nothing. Yep, nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing, nothing. It doesn't even activate the controller. Look at that did. That's weird. That activates the controller, but it doesn't actually do anything. That's really weird. Left, for whatever reason, going left makes it so it like activates the controller, but it doesn't do anything. Yeah, every other button, like going down doesn't do anything, right doesn't, up doesn't. You do left and it's like boom. Actually, up does do something. Only at left and up apparently. And then that doesn't. Wait. Okay, now all these are too. Okay. Well, technically the A is the only one that does do anything though. But apparently, that's really weird. Down does nothing, right does nothing, up does, left does, and everything else does. Never mind. So maybe I was just holding down on like an angle or something. Because it would do that if I did. Also, I wonder if he did this for a long duration of time, how insane the game would go. Like constantly switching back between mouse and controller. I'm actually really surprised how little downtime there is between switching between mouse and controller. Basically 0. So the reason why we do it this way, or at least when I'm doing a long period of grind, I do, is because it saves a lot of time over a long period of time. If we're only doing like an hour stream or just playing for a small duration of time, I normally don't really bother with it. If we're streaming for a long period of time, it definitely matters quite a bit more if we're using controller or not, because it helps speed it along. Survivor and return. Hello, Ziku! Welcome! But I didn't realize that Warcraft 3 Reforged was so close around the corner. If it's actually planned by the end of this year, hopefully. Haha, world editor and custom maps. That is like 99% of the game. Like, the base game of Warcraft 3 is pretty decent. But unless you're, like, insanely good micromanagement, it's not as fun. Like, it's decently fun if you're up against, like, a similar skill level. But if you're up against someone who's, like, excessively competent, you don't stand a chance. You need, like, 300 action per minute or something. Like, 200, 300, somewhere around there to survive. For a player that actually knows what they're doing. I think my action per minute in the base game is like 100 or something, if even that. Hey, level 10 chest, nice. Hopefully it has pure shards in it. It's time to get pure shards? Ah, almost. Bunch of shards with some glory. I guess that's fine. Would have preferred pure shards, though. So I'll take it. I was about to go check leaderboard. Never mind, I shouldn't. Because leaderboard's at basically just 500 down the line. So unless we're at 500, we're probably not even remotely close. So I believe doing every room up to 500 is leaderboard. Because it looked like based on leaderboard, it looks like people are skipping to some degree. So if we skip none of them, with the battles that we have, we should be able to make it all the way. Between Val Ravens and not skipping. Also, are we gonna have enough Val Ravens? How many do we currently still need? We still need... Ooh. We might need to buy one more pack. Looks like we need maybe even 2 more packs. We need 5 more Val Ravens. Right? No, oh, never mind. No, we don't. We have another 3 battles tomorrow. So we currently have 16, so that goes all the way to... What does that go to? 450. Never mind. We need 3 Val Ravens between now and tomorrow, within 16 battles. That's manageable. Hello, Cookie! Welcome! That reminds me, you just reminded me, I'm hungry for cookies. I still never got cookies from the last time I said I was hungry for cookies. Let's see, what do we need here? We'll go take those 2, then we'll go into that, and then what, the other 3 for the treasure rooms? Hey, you're also hungry for cookies. I just haven't bothered making any. Actually, I'm not even sure if I have the ingredients for them currently. And I can't really buy like bakery cookies just because of my nut allergy. You never know specifically what they put in them. So if I want baked cookies, I basically have to make my own. The order for this delve is normally 5-5, then 4-4, then the treasure rooms. You normally do the 5s before the 4s. Unless you get really trolled by getting 1.2s like we are right now. But it normally goes 5-5, 4-4, 3 treasure rooms. Although there are many exceptions to that. Mainly because you can go in every direction immediately, so any multiplier will automatically just... If you're going based on multiplier order, there's a lot of rooms that can just change up the multiplier order. Well, if you're focusing on gold order, you take 5-5, 4-4, and then treasure room. Unless there's Cedric, in which case you take Cedric first. Because like right now we're kind of playing for gold order right now. I haven't taken any higher multiplier treasure room. If we're playing for multiplier, we would take this right now, then that one, then that, then that. Like so far, the way that you would do either way would be exactly the same we did it so right now. But if we were to go multiplier, it'd be this one, then this one, then this one, then this one. And if we were to do loop, we would end up doing this one, then that one, then that one, then that one. I guess we'll do it based on loop. So we get slightly more gold from the treasure rooms. Specifically the next one that we're doing. Generally, multiplier order is gold order. Not always. But if you save treasure rooms for last, then gold order is basically multiplier order. Because for non-treasure rooms, the amount of multiplier they have is relative to the amount of gold they have as well. And the gold's not the only thing that gets multiplied. Every resource they have is multiplied. So if it ends up having a glory or something like that that's high, would also be relevant. But none of these have anything like that. But all those resources get multiplied, not just the gold. And that's relevant on some of the rooms. Even if they have a low gold, one of the other ones might be really high. That one dwarf room is pretty notorious for that with the 30 glory it has. The 30 glory treasure room. It has really low gold, but it's pretty decent value because of how high the glory is. Combined with the multipliers. Because if we were to go check all of them next room, like almost all of their multipliers are attached to how much gold they have, with the exception of treasure rooms. I know, whichever way you want to do them normally is fine. Like, the order that you do them in only makes about a 10% difference in reward. Which isn't that much. Not exactly 10%, it might actually be a little bit higher than that, or lower depending on the delve. But somewhere's around there is the small amount of difference that it makes. And now that someone brought up Warcraft 3 Reforged earlier, now I can't get it out of my mind. It almost makes me want to play normal Warcraft 3 right now. I haven't actually played normal Warcraft 3 in like a couple years now, actually. It's been a while. Wonder how bad I am at some of the games. The only problem is if I get back into that game, I'm gonna get like super addicted to it again. I'm curious to see how some of the custom maps have developed over time. I'm not sure how lively Warcraft 3, the normal version, even is. Especially once Reforged comes out, it's probably going to be dead permanently. But I'm pretty sure it still has a player base. It must to some degree if they're literally remaking it. An HD version. So how many microtransactions do you think will be in Warcraft 3 Reforged? There better not be. Or if they do, it better just be cosmetics. About 110% more than normal Warcraft. Well, normal Warcraft had no microtransactions at all. Also, in normal Warcraft, you can actually do custom assets too. You can literally overwrite any assets in the game with your own assets. Of course, you would have to make those assets, so most people didn't bother doing that. But it was possible to overwrite the assets of the game with literally anything you wanted to. And Reforged does say it has a map editor on it. How much better or similar it is to previous editor, we won't really know. Or what features they might have removed or added. I do need to go look up more info on this game. I haven't really been following it, like, at all. Even though I kind of knew it was, like, a thing. Almost older games didn't have microtransactions in them. Not like almost every modern game. Several choices. I should probably check to see if either of these are 1.4. No, they are not. Okay, we'll take this one, grab 1.3, grab top left, and then go to the other ones. Also, we're giving a redeem code after this still, as I mentioned earlier. Once we get to that point. Almost there. Still a ways to go, though. As far as the total that we have to do. And we can't skip either unless we start paying more gems. Because I believe we're at the point right now where if we don't skip at all, we actually already have all the gems we need to spent already. We're probably just going to put in the grind to get it there. It's not going to take that long. Game plan's probably 400 by end of the day and then doing pure faction and finishing it tomorrow. Is likely what we will do. Also, nothing else. Free Corsair EXP. We might even have a max by. We should definitely have a max by the 13th because that's going to be the Vault weekends. Or not by the 13th, but the weekend of the 13th, Friday the 13th. 13th, 15th, and 13th, 14th, 15th of next month. September is Vault events. We already know that in advance. Divinia feels like she has a really high chance of giving Reflect. It should be the same value as all the other ones. However, there is a chance that they might have tweaked it to make it slightly different, just because it's currently not a mechanic within the game, and they kind of might know that people are going to try using Divinia for it. But we do not have info on if they did or did not do that. It's probably still the same rate. But they might have tweaked it just because there's like almost no other viable way of doing it other than her right now. If they did tweak it, it's probably just a temporary tweak. I believe there's more than 5. There's what? Bless, Barrier, Enchant, Reflect. Yeah, there are that few, isn't there? Enrage. Okay, maybe there is 5. I can't actually remember any other ones. That's 5 right there. What did I miss? Yeah, it might just be 5. I feel like there's a 6th one I forgot somewhere. Yeah, there's very few positive stats effects. There's almost double as many negatives. Oh, Submerge, yeah, 6. Aha. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's 6. Yeah, it's pretty much 20% chance, a little bit lower. Yeah, it has a cool sound effect. Yeah, it does actually have a pretty cool sound effect. They did make a unique sound effect for it, luckily. Even though they keep reusing quite a few sound effects from the game. It is starting to get bad to the point that it's excessively noticeable whenever they add a new sound effect, just because they keep using the same ones. But yeah, it does have a pretty cool sound effect. Makes like a little sound kind of thing. Maybe not exactly that, but it's definitely really noticeable. Your armor tear mechanics do not like to interact with reflect because they instantly die because of how they currently have armor tier set up. Or I should say armor tiers that tier all enemy armors are what's currently broken on it. I need to do a small amount of armor, like Bone Dragon's fine. Not glitched. Devour shouldn't work like Rope Dart on Reflect. Devour should ignore Reflect. I'm almost 100% certain on that, though I have not actually tested. But yeah, I'm almost guaranteed that Devour will not trigger reflect damage. $1.5. Also, wait, hold up. I said I would give out a code at 300. Let me go hand out a code. I still haven't yet. Code time! Let's see. Did I mark it? Did I mark it? Where'd it go? There it is. Code. There we go. Mark. Copy, copy. Save. Put in the little section. Do you function? The answer is yes. Are you a normal code? Probably. I hope so. I'm not going to check because I'm pretty sure it's a normal code. Alright, there you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Use it on gemsofwar.com with the game code section or simply click that link. And give same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy. And it only works on PC mobile version of the game. Ooh, that missed. Yeah, we should be fine now. And infinite it is. As always. And dead. What even is this layout? I guess we take the 1.3. It's a lot of tier 4s. Yeah, generally whenever you see the money bags for the Cedric room, that ends up giving all the money bags, you generally go for it first. Because all the extra gold they end up getting. Trying to get alignment for this. There we go. Got it. And he's dead. And now he's dead. There we go. And that's why you run Submerge. Psst. But yeah, right now I'm doing multiplier order. Just to score a little bit higher. Which is why we're not going for it first to Cedric. But from an overall loot perspective, yeah, you would go for Cedric first. Especially if your team can gold farm to any degree. There we go. Hello, Drock. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll take this one first, and then we'll go treasure room. Treasure. Or the gold room. Actually, technically, they're both treasure rooms. Hello, Neil. Welcome. Loading, loading, loading. Server's down again. No, just kidding. Could you imagine? Oh no, I was joking. Could you imagine? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh wait, wait. Okay, there we go. That was weird. What's with the loading screen? That was almost bad. Almost had server issue round 2. That would not have been good. Yeah, the hurricane will be hitting my area. It looks like, unfortunately. So Tuesday might be our last stream of next week. If I end up losing electricity during that time. Now we'll see what happens. Still could end up missing his wall. You thought today was going to be a no-go because of the servers? Well, we were just waiting for the servers. It wasn't that we weren't going to stream. We were just waiting for the servers to let us play the game. And soon after they were back up, we started streaming. I will be ending soon, though, and probably just making our nightly stream a little bit longer. Just because I do have a few things I want to get done before those 2 streams. As well as after the next stream, but that can be done later tonight. As long as I'm not too tired before I go to bed. Yeah, Gems of War wasn't at fault at all. Not this time anyways. Not this time. Did I just go for Cedric room first? Generally you should. I haven't been just because I'm trying to multiply or get a multiplier up a little bit more. Just so that we can hopefully get leaderboard to secure the gems, which is going to be better than the little bit of gold that we end up getting. Yeah, you're supposed to take Cedric even before the 5s. If you're going for purely gold, you should take Cedric first, regardless of what any other room is. If you see Cedric room, you should take it first. If your only objective is to get gold, you should take Cedric first 100% of the time, regardless of what any other room is. There is no better room for gold than taking Cedric immediately. Has anyone completed Pure Faction? Well, there's several people that have gotten up to 500. If they specifically did Pure Faction, I assume so. But, yeah, it looks like a couple hundred people probably done it by now. Pure Faction. The main time I was going to grind earlier today, the servers weren't working, though. Yeah, I assume if anyone's bothering to go to 500, they're almost guaranteed doing Pure Faction. That'd be really weird to go all the way to 500 and then not do Pure Faction. It's pretty much the whole point of even doing that in the first place, is to do Pure Faction. I'm curious what people are using for it. I'm most likely going in with triple of the Skull Spam troop into the Gold Steel troop, and hope that works out. The next alternative is to go one of each, using the guy that gains stats in first slots, followed by the useless troop, followed by mana generator, followed by the skull spam. Another alternative is to run multiple of the AoE guy. The only issue with that is they can steal your gold. I believe the steal gold mechanic still doesn't work 100% correct, so maybe that won't be as big an issue. And then you can just boost up stats and do a lot of AoE damages. Use that team. First battle is easy, the last battle is a nightmare. Makes sense. What does Grudge do? It gains 1 attack every single time, Oh, what was it based on? Every single time the enemy casts a spell, if I'm not mistaken. If the enemy casts a spell, you gain an attack. I believe that's what it's based off of. Yeah. It's a pretty useless mechanic overall. Well, there is nothing changed in this most recent update to treasure maps, so I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's still the same thing as always. You start at the bottom and just rush down the map. And you try aiming for like 30 or so turns. Something divisible by 10 for the trait stone. Or is it 15 for the trait stone? I forget. There's something divisible by the trait stone number. Oh, there's a 1.4 here. I need that. Also, I keep making the screen smaller. Probably have like a big black bar on the side there. Yep, we do. It's not that big. It's really noticeable. One of the videos I recorded had that too. It was a really small one though, because I forgot to readjust it before the video. I normally do. I forgot to that one time. Problem with streams is they go on long, so long sometimes that, and with all the other interface around that I keep like dragging around, it ends up accidentally clicking on it occasionally. Let's see, we can't get anything good there. Let's take a skull there and just double up and go from there. What's my current Blue Guild War team? Current? Well, I haven't changed into a Corsair team yet. My current is, I believe an Azura team, like an Azura Corvash. I actually don't remember. If I try backspacing, it's going to probably take a little bit of time. But we can go change our settings while we're there too, so we'll go backspace real quick. Might take a minute or two for it to load. Loading. Okay, so we're currently at battle 450 as far as how far we can get with our current sigils without any Val Ravens, and counting the 3 that we get tomorrow. Which means we have to find 3 Val Ravens between now and 13 more battles from now. Hopefully we'll find them. We'll find out soon. How about red? I normally run Dawnbringer into a Yagway team, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like my red day still needs a revamp. Okay, let me just restart the entire game. Probably easier at this point. Force close it, restart it back up, go from there. Launch Steam again, get that rolling. Get Gems of War launched. Come on. Loading. Right now it's just showing black screen. There it goes. Well, also our tribute was ready, so that works. Let's grab that. Grab our rewards that we have from the faction and the redeem code from earlier. That we handed out. Same as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Code should still be good. Actually, if it is, there you guys go. There's the code. If you haven't already used it, it's the same one from before. Grab all this. So there's still have a few 4.5 videos I need to cover. Graphics. Then you go change that, and then go look up the thingy thing. Where's the 720 option? That's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Fixed. Okay. But yeah, as far as our Guild War teams, let me go and check those real quick. Some of these will be revamped. Like the blue for later tonight, I'll probably revamp into something else so we could use the thing, or even just replace it out the hero class. But it's Rope Dart, Azura, Undyne, Megafor. And our red that we've been using is Dawnbringer, Divinia, Alchemist, and Furnace. And so that's what we've been using for those two. And I'll probably be replacing out my, what's it called? The hero class. The Frost Mage with the Corsair instead. Or not the Frost Mage, the, well, why can I never remember what it's called? Merlantis one. The Merfolk one. Tidecaller, that's the word I'm looking for. Replace Tidecaller with, Corsair. What if you don't have Dawnbringer for that team? You could try building around a... Well, there's no barrier option for Red Day is the biggest issue if you don't own Dawnbringer. Because one of the whole points for it is that there's almost no reds with barrier. And that is a red with barrier. Most of them are all mythics. Actually, I believe every good red barrier is mythic, oddly enough. But you can try building a Ragnagord build around it. And just go like a Yagwe Queen of Tanya team build around Ragnagord. Or something similar. The Yagwe Team Titania is most likely your next best bet if you don't have it. Some kind of combo for that. Obviously, you can't use the full combo on pure Red Day, but you can run similar teams. How's our class doing? 82. It's making progress. Get in there. Yeah, you could use Mangfor instead if you want to build an entire Red Day around Mang. That should end up working. Generally, you don't use Mang for Guild Wars, though. Unless the enemy has much higher stats than you. But if you're both at similar stats, Mang doesn't really help too much. It still gives you a lot of attack and helps tear their armor and such, but I don't know, it's just a slow option. Well, it's always a slow option, but you know. It's needlessly slow if you're fighting things with similar stats to yourself. Yeah, I do believe we're going to be ending out actually the stream after we finish out this delve. So I can get a few other things done, take a quick nap, and then we'll be back for later tonight. And our tonight's stream will be a little bit longer than normal to make up for the fact that we couldn't stream earlier. I don't think we're going to go all the way tonight, but I might finally just switch to Warden and just speed through it after we go do Blue Guild War. Not speed through as in skip, but you know, speed through as in use the quicker hero class. Even though we won't gain XP for it anymore. That's probably going to be the game plan. Because we still have 17 delves left after this, so we need to go do. 17 and Pure Faction. That's what we have left. And even at one delve every 10 minutes, it's still going to take up about 3 hours or so. I'm not even sure if we are doing one delve every 3 minutes, or 1 minute, I mean. Or one delve every 10 minutes, I mean. Because that means every single battle is taking under a minute. Which I guess for the most part we are, unless we're like starting to lose. Oh, not under a minute, a little over a minute, I mean. Like we could take 1 minute and a couple seconds for each. Like 1 minute, 5 seconds. Also, where are all those Val Ravens? We're scouting every room too. Yet still not getting them. Oh, as I say that, we literally get a Val Raven. It proved me wrong. Well, thank you. I believe we only need 2 Val Ravens, and that's one of them, so. Need to find like 1 more Val Raven within the rest of our battles. It was either 1 or 2 now. But whatever number we need is really small. We should be able to make it in time. Without needing to, without needing to spend more resources. I believe if we get 2 more, we have leeway to lose at least once on the on Peer Faction. If you use Ragnagord, Yagway, Queen, Tanya, what would be a good 4th? Probably your hero running. Oh, never mind. You don't have Dawnbringer. I was gonna say Dawnbringer. Yeah, obviously you can't use that. I guess Divinia. You can use Divinia to HP feed your Yagway. It also helps to make sure Ragnagord doesn't die. You can use it for that purpose. Wow, all these rooms are bad. So let's take a 1.3. Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'll be back in a couple hours from now. We'll go do the Blue Guild War, and we'll go and do a bunch more delves for this delve. And go from there. And then tomorrow night we'll be finishing, going over spoilers. Then finishing up to 500, whatever we haven't done. Though most of that will probably get off stream. Completed off stream, whatever isn't already completed later tonight. And then go do Peer Faction for it. What would be the order of that team? Depends which way you want to run it, or what you're running with hero. Probably hero, Ragnagord, Yagway, Queen Titania. Or you could run as hero, Yagway, Ragnagord, Queen Titania. Something along the lines of that would end up working best. But anyways, guys, I'm going to catch all of you later. We'll be back, as I mentioned, a couple hours from now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time around then. And we'll go and keep delving and do Blue Guild Wars. And whatever other little small things we have, but mostly just Blue Guild War and trying to get a bit deeper in delves. And we're almost there. Probably not leaderboard stat, though. Top 10%. Still got a ways before we make it. But yeah, you could definitely tell that some of these aren't doing all their battles, it looks like. We do all of our battles. I believe we land around here-ish? I think it's around like mid-2000s. Doesn't seem like it yet, but once we get those higher level score things in, I believe around here is doing every single room. It means we still get 75 gems and an orb back, which is not too bad. But yeah, I believe here 4th after this delve, I might switch to Warden for the other 14. Because that would speed it up probably by a minute or 2 per delve. We're actually probably going to start timing them later tonight too. Maybe we'll finish out this delve, do one more with what we're currently using, and then like time it out with Warden. Well, that won't be much of a test. At least it'll be some test to kind of see how much quicker it might be. And go from there. Let me grab that. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Best of luck with the rest of the event. Goodbye, everyone. And hopefully servers don't go down again. Ha!